Breaking news that affects millions of Americans. President Trump has just pulled off what many are calling his most shocking move yet since taking office in January. Could this be the financial lifeline millions of struggling Americans have been waiting for? A massive $2,000 stimulus check heading to your bank account, plus an extra $250 for our seniors and most vulnerable citizens? I've got the inside scoop on who qualifies when the money drops, and what this means for your family's finances in 2025. If you're worried about making ends meet or know someone on Social Security or SSDI who could use this critical information, you need to watch this entire video right now. And make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss these urgent updates that could put thousands of dollars in your pocket. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. For those who are new here, I focus on bringing you the latest and most accurate information about government benefits, stimulus programs, and financial relief that can help everyday Americans like you. And today's news is absolutely massive. The political landscape in Washington has been turbulent since President Trump's return to office in January. But this latest development has caught both sides of the aisle by surprise. After weeks of tense negotiations and late-night sessions, Congress has given the green light to what many are calling the most significant financial relief package since the height of the pandemic. But what does this mean for you personally? And how soon could you see that money in your account? Let's rewind a bit to understand how we got here. Since President Trump's inauguration in January 2025, his administration has been vocal about the economic pressures facing everyday Americans. With inflation still causing pain at the grocery store and gas pump, millions of families have been struggling to keep up. The president has repeatedly emphasized his commitment to providing immediate relief, especially to middle and working-class households. Unlike previous stimulus efforts that were tied to pandemic recovery, this package is being framed as an economic boost designed to jumpstart consumer spending while providing critical relief to those most affected by rising costs. But why this particular approach? And why now? Some economic analysts have pointed to concerning signs in recent economic data that suggest a potential slowdown. Is the administration trying to get ahead of a possible recession? Or is this simply fulfilling a campaign promise to provide immediate economic relief to Americans? So what exactly does this stimulus package include? At its core is a one-time direct payment of $2,000 to eligible Americans. But who exactly qualifies? According to the bill that just passed through Congress, the full $2,000 payment will go to individuals making less than $75,000 annually or couples filing jointly who earn less than $150,000. The payment begins to phase out for those earning above these thresholds, with a complete cutoff for individuals earning over $100,000 or couples earning over $200,000. But what if you're somewhere in between? The reduction works out to about $5 less for every $100 you earn above the threshold. What about dependents? Unlike some previous stimulus programs, this package includes $500 for each qualifying dependent, regardless of age. This means both children and adult dependents, such as college students or elderly parents being cared for, will be counted. But what if you don't file taxes because your income is too low? Don't worry if you receive Social Security, SSI via benefits, or railroad retirement benefits. You'll automatically receive your payment the same way you get your regular benefits. Now, here's where things get really interesting. In addition to the $2,000 payment, the package includes a supplemental $250 payment specifically targeted at low-income seniors and disabled individuals receiving Social Security or SSDI benefits. To qualify for this additional payment, beneficiaries must have an annual income below $30,000 for individuals or $60,000 for couples. This extra boost is designed to provide additional support to some of our most vulnerable citizens who often live on fixed incomes and have been hit especially hard by rising costs of essentials like medications, housing, and food. But why $250? Some critics argue it's not enough, while others question the need for targeted relief. According to sources close to the negotiations, this figure was reached as a compromise between competing priorities in Congress. Is it enough to make a real difference? For many struggling seniors, choosing between medications and meals, any additional help could be significant. So when will these payments actually arrive in your bank account? According to Treasury Department officials, the rollout will begin surprisingly quickly. Direct deposits are scheduled to start going out within 3 weeks of the president signing the bill, which is expected to happen this coming Monday. The first wave of payments will go to those who have direct deposit information on file with the IRS from their most recent tax returns. Paper checks will begin to be mailed approximately 2 weeks later, with prepaid debit cards following shortly after. But what if you recently moved or changed banks? The IRS is expected to relaunch an online portal similar to the one used during previous stimulus distributions, allowing people to update their information and check on the status of their payment. Here's the expected timeline. March 15, 2025, first direct deposits begin. March 29, 2025, paper checks begin mailing. April 5, 2025, prepaid debit cards begin mailing. May 31, 2025, deadline for all initial payments to be sent. But what if yours doesn't arrive when expected? Don't panic. As with previous stimulus distributions, payments will be sent out in batches, meaning some people may receive theirs earlier than others. If you haven't received your payment by June, that's when you might want to contact the IRS directly. What kind of impact could this stimulus actually have on the economy? Economic analysts are projecting that the approximately $400 billion package could boost GDP by as much as 0.5% in the coming quarters. Consumer spending, which accounts for roughly 70% of U.S. economic activity, is expected to see a significant bump as this money makes its way into the economy. On a more personal level, how might this money help individual Americans? For many households, this could mean catching up on overdue bills, paying down high-interest debt, or finally being able to make necessary repairs that have been put off. For others, it might provide a small cushion of savings during uncertain economic times. For seniors receiving the additional $250, this could cover a month of prescription medications or help offset rising utility costs. While it may not seem like a life-changing amount, for those living on tight fixed incomes, this supplemental payment acknowledges the unique challenges faced by older Americans and those with disabilities. But will this stimulus create inflation? This is a question many economists are debating. Unlike the pandemic-era stimulus packages that came during supply chain disruptions, today's economy has largely resolved those bottlenecks. This, combined with the Federal Reserve's current monetary policy, has some experts suggesting the inflationary impact will be limited. Of course, not everyone is celebrating this news. Some fiscal conservatives have expressed concern about the impact on the national debt, arguing that such spending is unsustainable in the long term. Others question the need for broad-based payments rather than more targeted assistance. Some progressive voices, meanwhile, have argued that the package doesn't go far enough, particularly for low-income individuals and families facing housing insecurity. They point out that while $2,000 might cover a month's rent in some parts of the country, it falls far short in major metropolitan areas where housing costs have skyrocketed. The additional $250 for seniors and disabled individuals has also faced scrutiny, with advocates arguing that the amount is insufficient given the outsized impact of inflation on medical costs and the fact that many recipients rely entirely on fixed incomes that haven't kept pace with rising prices. Political motivations have also been questioned, with some analysts suggesting the timing of the package may be linked to building political capital early in the administration. Is this genuine economic policy or savvy political maneuvering? The truth, as always, likely contains elements of both. So what should you be doing right now to prepare for this incoming payment? First, make sure your information is up to date with the IRS. If you've moved recently or changed banks, you'll want to be ready to update your information once the portal goes live. Next, consider making a plan for how you'll use these funds. While it might be tempting to view this as free money, having a strategy can help ensure the funds provide maximum benefit to your financial situation. Consider prioritizing high-interest debt, necessary expenses that have been deferred, or building an emergency fund if you don't already have one. For those eligible for both the $2,000 stimulus and the additional $250 supplement, this could represent a significant financial boost. How might combining these funds help address your most pressing financial needs? Could this be an opportunity to finally address that medical procedure you've been putting off, or make your home more accessible or energy efficient? And what about family members who might need help navigating this process? Consider reaching out to elderly relatives or those with disabilities who might need assistance ensuring they receive their payments. Sometimes the most vulnerable citizens are the least equipped to navigate government programs, even when the benefits come automatically. As we wrap up today's video, let's recap what we've covered. A new stimulus package has been approved, providing $2,000 direct payments to most Americans, with an additional $250 supplement for low-income seniors and disabled individuals receiving Social Security benefits. Payments will begin mid-March for those with direct deposit, with paper checks and debit cards following in the weeks after. But here's my question to you. How will this stimulus impact your financial situation? Are you planning to save it, spend it, or use it to pay down debt? Drop a comment below, and let's discuss the best strategies for making the most of this unexpected financial boost. And if you found this information helpful, please hit that like button and share this video with friends and family who might benefit from this important update. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss critical information that could impact your finances. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your money. Stay informed, stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next video with more updates as this situation develops. Thanks for watching.